welcome back to my channel. Today we're actually going to get into some of the actual content that the channel is going to be about. So, I know on TikTok I had posted chapters 1 through 3 of Raising Good Humans by Hunter Clark Fields, and I went over each chapter individually and kind of gave like an overview and like what went on, what he talked about in the chapters, and some of the mindful practices and exercises he gave throughout the video, throughout the book. So today I'm going to take this time to go over chapter 4 because I finally read it, and wanted, since we have the YouTube channel going, let's make the chapter 4 video. So, chapter 4, Raising Good Humans. It's called, this is going to be kind of long, and I'm so sorry, but this chapter was so good. Okay, so Raising Good Humans, chapter 4, is called Taking Care of Difficult Emotions. The chapter goes over different types of resources that can be used on a day-to-day basis to help manage difficult feelings. So, first we need to know how we respond to pain and discomfort, right? So do we try blocking it out? So are we trying to stop or deny the uncomfortable feelings or discomfort with distractions or self-medication, like, drugs, alcohol, binge watching shows, binge eating, not eating, restrictive, just all the whole shebang? Or do we become flooded by the emotion, and that's when we become so overwhelmed by our feelings, or when we're lost in our thoughts and our fears and insecurities and judgments. And this can lead to like feelings of hopelessness and powerlessness, and potentially exploding, right? Exploding on people and yelling when you don't want to do that, right? No one wants to do that. But these uncomfortable feelings have a purpose, right? And it's a sign that some corrective action needs to take place. So we need to listen and feel these feelings in order to take that corrective action in order to heal properly. Does that make sense? Sorry. Okay, so we're just gonna keep going. So these are both instinctive responses. We don't want to feel uncomfortable, painful things, right? We don't want to feel those kinds of feelings. So our natural response and our instinctive response is to deny it or block it out or like become flooded. But life isn't always sunshine and rainbows, so we have to learn how to take life's pain and suffering and like hardships like gracefully and like, thoughtfully and like mindfully, because the more we resist those uncomfortable feelings, the more we will suffer. So like there's an old Buddhist saying, and I don't quite remember it, and I'll probably, let's look. Go fast. Okay. Oh, it's just Buddhists came up with it. Okay. Pain times suffering. Pain times resistance equals suffering. So, for example, say you're feeling frustrated or angry at your child, right? And I've been there, and this totally applies to me too, bro. So, I feel frustrated and angry at my daughter, right? And then I start feeling bad for having that natural response of being frustrated and angry with her. And so if I block it out or try to deny that feeling, eventually I'm gonna get triggered so bad that I explode, right? And I start yelling, and I start like, "Go to your room, stop it, I don't like that," Or I become flooded, and it then takes up more time and energy and space than it necessarily needs to, than if I just allowed the frustration to just be there, rather than that resistance of like, oh, I feel bad. Because that resistance adds an extra layer of suffering that makes it harder to see clearly in the moment and to respond thoughtfully. So the becoming flooded and blocking are two sides to the same coin, right? So the middle, there we go. The middle, it would be mindful acceptance. So what is mindful acceptance? How do we do that, right? So mindful acceptance is when you learn to accept and feel the sensations brought about by your emotions, which allows them to pass in due course. So feelings are like toddlers, right? They won't leave you alone until they're fully seen and heard. If they are not fully seen and heard, they're going to run amok. They're going to tear up your house in your brain, right? They're going to mess it up there. It's going to be like a rodeo up in there. Sorry. But acceptance doesn't mean that you like the emotion that you are experiencing, okay? It doesn't mean that you like feeling angry, that you like feeling frustrated, that you like feeling sad or shameful or whatever. No. You hear me? No. It's rather that you are simply acknowledging that this feeling is part of your experience, okay? It's just part of your experience in the moment. So a simple way of to practice accepting your feelings is with simple acknowledgement. Is just notice what you're feeling and label it, okay? That's all. But, don't go into the practice and, like, you can say it internally too, like, but don't go into it with the intention of changing that emotion, okay? Because the only way out of our difficult feelings is through our difficult feelings. So we have to, I know it sucks. It sucks. I hate it so much. I hate it. But that's the only way to process them in a healthy way. So let me collect my thoughts for a second. Pause break. That's my pause music. Okay. I know where I'm at now. So how do we do that though if it wasn't always safe for us to express our emotions, right? Because it wasn't always safe for me to do that. And I'm sure it wasn't always safe for you if you got trauma too, right? So first, we check our environment. Are we safe? Are we in a safe, calm, stable environment? Can we close our eyes and be okay? If yes, okay, we can start. If your feelings are triggering too many bad emotions or anything like that, it's okay to get some therapeutic help if that's available to you and in your budget. I know sometimes it's not, and around me there's actually some pretty cool resources that offer like free help if you fall between like some income thingy. So I understand, like, if you don't fall within that and you're just in like that middle class, then that's really not middle class. But so if it's available to you, please try and get some therapeutic help if a lot of the feelings arising and emotions are very, very triggering. So, but they have a little acronym and it's called RAIN. Okay? RAIN. So it's recognize that we have an emotion and label it. So when you do this, you want to say, I am feeling blank. This stops us from identifying ourselves with that feeling and emotion. So rather than I am frustrated, because you're labeling yourself as frustrated. I am feeling frustrated. Practice and then notice the difference in your body when you say that. Like for me, I just noticed it and I was like, oh, okay. So that's the R. A. allow it to be there. Okay? This is hard. Just this is where the practice of acceptance comes in. So like you can practice like pretending it's the little frustration is a little frustration baby, or a little anger baby, or sadness baby, whatever difficult feeling, whatever it is, it's a little baby, right? And you're telling that baby, it's okay, baby, I got you, I'll take care of you. Okay? Or you can pretend it's like a little kitty cat. I guess that's what I was doing. Whatever, you know, just a little baby thing you gotta take care of, okay? Okay, that's the A. So just allow it to be there. You just tell it, it's okay, I'll take care of you. Like, you're allowed to be here, okay? And then I is investigate why. Why is it there? Mindfully and gently investigating, not going in bad cop like, why the fuck are you here? Ah! No. You gently, you're gonna go in and you're gonna be like, hey, why is this feeling here? So like, imagine you're like an alien, okay? You're a space alien that has just teleported into this person's body, and you have never experienced this emotion. You've never experienced anything before in this body, so you're just like, hey, what's this feeling? Where does this feel in my body? Where is it? In my throat? Is it in my chest? In my tummy? Is it in my thighs? Where do I feel it the most? That's kind of like the sense of investigate. So investigate what it feels like within you, okay? And why. And then N is nurture yourself with compassion. So this is also pretty hard, for me at least. So try saying a message to help heal your inner hurting or scared self. So that could be like saying to yourself, it's okay, you know, you're safe, it's not your fault, whatever helps you the most, whatever phrase would be helpful for like, hey, whatever you would say to your inner child, I guess. You know what I mean? Okay? And this is not a one and done type of exercise tool thing. It's a tool for life. So you can use this all the time with all types of feelings, I guess. And as we start practicing taking care of our difficult emotions in a healthy way, this helps our kids also see what to do and learn how to practice that as well. And you're probably thinking about, like, Paige, what about the kids? Okay, like, how do I manage my kids' difficult emotions, right? You're like, bitch, help me, please. I'm gonna do that in the next part, because I want to keep these at least around 15-14 minutes. You can't keep them at least a little long, at least a little short, sweet. So I'm gonna go over how he explains on what we're supposed to do for the kids, okay? And then I will also go over more of the exercises that he gives in the chapter of taking care of difficult feelings. So I will see you in part 2 that I will probably post later tomorrow. So this is part 1 for now of Raising Good Humans by Hunter Clark Fields. Chapter 4, Taking Care of Difficult Feelings. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.